Okay, we're here in the African American Cultural Garden on a beautiful July day. We've got Carl Ewing, the pioneer, and Obie Shelton, the president of the African American Cultural Gardens. You guys have a new event today in your beautiful hilly landscape here. Tell us about it.
Yeah. So, well, this is the brain trust of our executive director, Obie Shelton. I'll let him give it.
About a year ago, I was trying to think of ways to get the African American community on the garden and beyond just the people who normally support us. And so I said, well, let me have something, because I know a lot in our community are retired and they golf. And I said, well, what if we golf on the garden? Not have a golf event at Highland or one of those other places, but actually on the garden. So how can you do that? And I said, well, what if we build greens and have backstops that are supported by local businesses? And that way it would give the businesses exposure, plus it would give you a way of having some fun without hitting the balls up in somebody's window. So we had this today. We had some holes that were very challenging, 17 yards. One that was not as challenging, 10 yards. Then there was putt-putt for anybody who just wanted to, just have some fun. So, that's what it is. I think the first one is always a challenge to get a whole lot of people out. But if people have fun, and they did, then hopefully we can have another one, and it can be the place where people bond with the land. Because since our garden isn't built, it's hard for people to really bond with the land, because they see pictures of it, but they don't have an attachment to it. And as I was telling them earlier, where your home is, where you grew up, you have an attachment to it, no matter how nice it looks, no matter what condition it's in, because you have memories there. And so what we need, and all the gardens really need to do, is have people come out and have memories at their garden. Then that connects you in a real way to the garden, and you start to embrace it as your own.
One of the things I like the most here, golf, I'm not a golfer myself, but of course, like everyone else in the world, I know Tiger Woods and some of the big names. But there's a guy from Cleveland that they're honoring here, Charlie Sifford.
Right.
The Jackie Robinson, really, of professional golf, right?
Absolutely.
And you're honoring him here. Tell us a little about Charlie.
As I was putting this together, someone mentioned to me, well, Charlie Sifford's from Northeast Ohio. I go, that's right, I heard that name when I was growing up. And I said, well, why don't we have an event that honors Charlie Sifford? Because people know Tiger Woods, but they don't know that Charlie, or that Dr. Sifford, as he was eventually called, was the trailblazer. Like you said, he was Jackie Robinson who broke the color barrier in the PGA, at least. And so let's have a tribute to him, because our garden, as everybody's garden, is about history. And so let's put his face out there, and then underneath his face there's some QR codes that lead to videos. And hopefully some people watch those videos. They said, oh wow, we got now I understand who Charlie Sifford is. Plus, we were able to get his granddaughter, who lives in Shaker, here, and we were able to recognize her and her son. And so, for me, it was just a really good day where you learned something, and you had a good time, but yet you felt connected to the garden and to your past.
I guess here in Cleveland we should call him the Larry Doby of golf. But,
yes. He was just like
Larry.
Larry
went through as much crap as Jackie when he was younger. But that's a whole other story.
Yeah.
Carl, can you imagine, when you were here with a handful of people 15, 20 years ago, that someday you'd be hosting a golf in the African American Cultural Garden with that beautiful first phase behind you?
I stand in awe. Look to where we've come from. We started out very insignificant, very small, very minute. But thanks to the endeavors, thanks to the creativeness of people such as Obie, we're able to realize this dream. So the sky's the limit. We can do nothing but go upward. And all this is on the shoulders of persons such as Dr. Jordan, Eugene Jordan, who was a pioneer of the garden.
And you got to keep reminding people of these pioneers, like Dr. Jordan, like Charlie Sifford and all. I think especially the African American Cultural Garden does a really good job with that and has to continue that now. One last question. Do you guys hit the links? Are you golfers?
No,
how's your short game?
I was aspiring. I was really going to break the barriers for golfing, and I got the best advice I possibly could when walking across Quail Hollow's fair green. Someone said, Carl, the best thing you could do is go right over there. And I walked over. He said, you see that little creek? Throw those garden eggs into the creek. That was my...
I'm with you, Carl. How about you, Obi? You a
No,
golfer?
you know, I've had friends that tell me, once you start golfing, you'll never stop. I've tried it a few times. When I was a kid, I did putt-putt, and it was kind of fun. That's why I thought this maybe would have an appeal for somebody who's not a golfer, but they can putt-putt. But I thought we would get more, and maybe next time we do it, we can get more of the golfers who want to come and show off their game.
And this is the place to try it if you're a newbie or something. Check it out, putt, do a little chipping and all. All right, good to see you, Carl and Obi. Have a great one.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right.